Okay, so we're here once again in Sword Factory X, and I have finally gotten myself a decent damage sword in the game. So obviously beforehand we had an okay damage sword, I guess you could say. Obviously it was chaotic and it had some decent enchants on it. However, obviously the main thing that was a problem with it was the fact that it was level 360, so the damage could have been way higher. As you can see, it is currently 614 billion damage, which isn't too bad obviously for a lot of players. And the majority of players would still think that's a really good damage sword. However, once you start getting higher up and you start coming up against some really good players, you need all the damage you can get. And I managed to meet a really nice guy who actually helped me out. And the first thing that I asked him was just if he had any random high level swords, because he was a very high level compared to me. And I just asked if he had any high level swords with good enchants on it that I could maybe get from his sell station. And instead he came out with this sword here, which is just insane. So as you can see, this guy is called Best Level 1 Swords. However, this is a level 400 sword, so maybe also best level 400 swords. However, this is exotic plus plus, as you can see. It's also invincible and it has level 32 plus enchants on it, which is absolutely crazy. So this was given to me, I think it was around, I think it was actually the exotic plus plus, as well as all the 32 plus enchants. However, I think it had outrageous on it, and recently I've managed to get it up to invincible, which is super good, and it is doing so much damage right now, it's insane. So if we pick the sword up right now and have a look, it's currently doing 3.62 trillion damage, which is crazy, and that is even without any of the game passes. If we go real quick, I don't have the Stronger Swords game pass as of yet, so that's really good. So if I do get this Stronger Swords game pass, I do believe the sword will then come around 4.88 trillion, which obviously I might actually do at some point, just because you need all the damage you can get. But yeah, this sword is honestly insane, and it literally just cuts through anything that you need it to cut through. And if we quickly go down here right now to our boards, just to check all of our chances real quick. Obviously the last sword that we had was Unique Plus Plus, and it was a 1 in 1 million RNG to get it. However, as you can see now, it has dropped down a little bit to 1 out of 650,000. I do believe that is because of the update look though, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, if I was to get this up to Exotic Plus Plus by myself, it would be a 1 in 2.5 million RNG, which just wouldn't happen. So yeah, right now what we're going for is Chaotic, which is still a really hard thing to get. It's more or less 1 in 200,000 on the RNG, which obviously is pretty difficult to get. However, it's still gettable, and obviously I got it before anyways. And yeah, that's more or less the only way now I can get more power on my sword or more damage, because obviously with the enchants being all the way up to level 32, yeah, I definitely can't get it any higher than the level 32 on the enchants. So the only thing I can do now is obviously get it up to maybe Chaotic and Unbeatable if I am lucky enough, and then also get the Stronger Swords, because then I'll have a 5 trillion damage sword. But yeah, we may as well just go ahead and pick this up. It also gives me 9.3 trillion health, which is really good. And if we just kind of come into here real quick and just kind of like look around, we'll just have a quick dance at some of these, just kill some of these random bosses. I don't think there's really many crazy bosses out here right now. But yeah, as you can see, all these mythicals, obviously these are going to get tore through. Even some hyper bosses, depending on what, depending on what sort of like level they are and stuff, they'll probably get insta-killed as well, which is just crazy. And yeah, this thing is just an absolute machine, just literally cutting through anything it needs to. Obviously now my inventory is full up with random bad swords. But yeah, this is really going to help, especially for those like public server ones as well, where you just kind of like randomly go in a public server just to see what's going on, and maybe a quad spawn might happen. And obviously the higher level and the higher damage sword you've got, the better chance you have of getting it. So yeah, I'm really happy now that I've gotten a 3.6 trillion damage sword, and I am very tempted to get that Stronger Swords game pass just to get it a little bit higher. But yeah, really happy, and again thank you to Best Level 1 Swords. And that's not the only thing they give me. Obviously I did have this sword that's in my inventory right now, this random level 1 that I've had for ages, that I've just been using as my speed sword. As you can see, I don't even know who this person is, but yeah, I just found it in my bank and I've just used it as my speed sword. However, as you can see, they've given me another level sword up here, another level 1, and yes, this is now technically probably one of the best level 1 swords in the game, so they are now living up to the name, which is really good. But yeah, honestly super amazing, and just really happy that I've actually met the guy, and he's really cool as well. So thank you to him, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.